Great good morning, everyone. My Picardo Jewelers watch tells me it's 9:17 and change on a steamy, hot Wednesday, the 1st of July, year of our Lord 2026. This is the Bob Cordaro Show. I am he. Broadcasting today from the United States of America. I can prove it because that was our Declaration of Independence. It's also the place for the brave, like the veterans we salute today, thanks to our man John Basiliga and his great Basiliga hospitality group, like John O'Boyle, Ovoca, Richie Jubei, Hazleton, Ernest Ball, Dallas, and Carl Bozung, late of Colorado, but spent 30 years in Bloomsburg. Robert Mitchell, Dallas, the United States of America, founded with a certain knowledge and understanding by our amazing, irreplaceable, and profoundly wise founding fathers who knew that government should not be, could not be, and they did everything they could to make sure it would not be our parent, our guide, our direction, our salvation, because they knew with human nature and the abuse of power that men undertake, government should only be a necessary evil designed to protect an organized society. The United States of America, the country where, for the first time in human history, freedom was declared by law to be an unalienable right granted each individual by God. Freedom couldn't be parceled out to groups. It couldn't be controlled by government or government officials, because our great American Constitution ensures and codifies freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of association, economic freedom, and even freedom of the press, no matter how they use it to abuse or lie. Now, because they were armed with these freedoms, and only because of that fact, a ragtag bunch of immigrants, many of them rejects from around the world, they and their progeny created the richest, most powerful, most culturally diverse and accepting nation ever to grace our planet Earth. America, the only place specifically invented and designed so that every American can live their life in the manner they choose, unlimited by their background, upbringing, race, color, or creed, unhindered by the government or those who would use government to control others for their own comfort, benefit, or power. This Bob Cordaro Show will always be convincingly conservative, lovingly logical, proudly and passionately patriotic, and reliably right. And so, we gavel to order today's meeting of the Club for Common Sense, promising you that our total, immersive, immovable commitment to common sense, our Declaration of Independence, and our Constitution will provide a sanctuary of sanity to all of you who hearken here for the balance of this singular, extraordinary morning. A gentle warning, this is not a safe harbor for stupidity. Such nonsense will be roundly and, dare I say, harshly attacked throughout the program. We will not suffer fools gladly, and their foolishness and ignorance, willful or otherwise, will be called out with intent, purpose, and vigor, designed and sadly necessary in today's age to save our great republic from evil, senselessness, and weakness, which even now, 250 years later, can bring this noble and successful experiment down. Somebody texts in, Bob, I thought you were boring, but this opening is way worse than you. Well, that's our Declaration of Independence. There is nothing more exciting ever on the planet than that declaration. And you think back to what those great men had to deal with and what they knew they were doing. These weren't poor people. These were people who were well off. But they were taking on the most powerful, ruthless empire on the planet. and they declared their independence. A country founded with that kind of guts couldn't be anything other than amazing. People, and it's important that we play the Declaration of Independence because that's what this celebration is. The Constitution came years later, as great as that document is. And it actually deserves to be celebrated as much or more than the Declaration itself. But the Declaration is awesome. Somebody said, just tuned in. Orson Welles talking about a lot of Democrats. What do you know? Crazy. And I'm telling you, this is it, baby. You won the lottery. If you're listening to my voice, well, we have some foreign listeners. But they're Americans. So if you were born here, unfortunately, in today's age, you are literally the lottery winner already. Now you decide what to do with it. 250 years. Amazing. We'll take a break. We'll be back. It's the Bob Cordaro Show. We played the. Go right to. Our Veterans Tribute this hour, as with every hour, this day, as with every day, dutifully, patriotically, loyally, brought to you by our man, John Basiliga, and his amazing Basiliga Hospitality Group. I can't believe it. We're basically at the weekend here. So you got to check out Basiliga Hospitality Group. Bar restaurants, best bar none. The Old Brook Inn, 307 Springbrook Township. The Far Street Tavern on Far Street in the great Trips Park section of West Scranton. The Queen City Tavern, downtown Oliphant. All three of them. And people that have gone there, they tell me exactly what I experienced. Great food, great service, great people, amazing atmospheres. Oh, and then you go fine dining at Terra 519, the class of restaurants anywhere. New menu, new chef, everything happening, new pricing, everything. Awesome. And a great happy hour, by the way. The Stegmeyer Mansion, an old world take on the same amazing dining experience, South Franklin Street, Wilkes-Barre. John O'Boyle, he was only 63 when he passed June 14th. John served this country proudly in the United States Air Force. Upon his honorable discharge, he worked the majority of his life as a letter carrier, a mailman. What a proud tradition for the United States Postal Service. John was a member of the VFW, the American Legion, and the West Side Club in Avoca. Loved to hunt and fish. Sports fan. Cherishing his memory, his wife Marilyn, a brother, a sister, host of nieces, nephews, cousins. John O'Boyle. Richie Jubei, Richard. He was 80. We lost him June 23rd. He was from Hazleton. He was born in Hazleton back in 1945, graduated from Hazleton High School and served his country in the United States Army. When he returned home, he worked as a laborer, most recently at John's Mansville in Valmont until he retired. He was a Catholic, an outdoorsman, loved taking care of his lawn and garden. Preceding him, in addition to his parents, were his brother, an infant, John, his two other brothers, Robert and Rudolph. Surviving, sisters, their spouses, and other family members. Richie Jubei. Our great veterans this hour, brought to you by Johnny Basiliga and his great Basiliga Hospitality Group. AccuWeather forecast brought to you by the great gang at Montage Mountain Resort. Well, it's water park time, and there could not be a better water park time than this week and this weekend. Take your kiddies, take your grandkiddies, take your nieces, your nephews, and most of all, take yourselves, cool off, hang out at Montage Mountain Resort. Today, very hot and humid, a thunderstorm in spots this afternoon, and then all the other advice. Watch out. If their thunderstorm comes, it can produce damaging winds. It'll be 93. Tonight, mainly clear, warm, and humid, 72 degrees. Tomorrow, very hot and humid. I don't know this description, but it says, with heat-baked sunshine. 99, though, tomorrow. We're finally getting to that number. Low of 73. Friday, partly sunny, hot and humid. A thunderstorm in the afternoon. Downpours, localized damaging wind gusts. 99 degrees, low of 71. I'll be on Courthouse Square. Can't look in Scranton. Looking forward to it. Saturday, mostly cloudy and hot. Gusty thunderstorm in the afternoon. Thunderstorms can bring flooding, downpours. But it'll be 91 on the 4th of July. Low of 69. Sunday, moderating just a bit. Times of clouds and sun with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm. Warm and humid, high 87. low 67. And that's your weather. Brought to you by the great gang at Montage Mountain Resorts, where you got to go there. It's too compelling because it's 84 degrees already at Montage. Chuck Berry, back in the USA, 1959. You thought the Beatles did that, huh? Anyway, Bob Cordaro back with you on WILK. We're going to be talking about the Scrantastic Spectacular at 10:05. We got Kirk Camoni in the house, and we're going to talk about that, the big event on Friday. Excited about it. Now, there's this thing going on, and I don't know, and by the way, you know this if you actually listen, not if you hear the show, if you actually listen to the show. One of the things that I don't like about Donald Trump is he's a huckster. You know, selling the watches and all this nonsense. He has a blind trust. I don't know if it's blind trust. I don't know. But they've invested in some things that apparently made money based on U.S. government policy. Okay. I'll just acknowledge it. I don't know whether it's truly a blind trust, and this was just something that happened naturally, but it doesn't look good. Now, it is not on the Biden level. It's not sale of influence, which is very easy to do as president. But it's something that we have to acknowledge happened. By the way, somebody texts in regarding the Declaration of Independence. It gives a good account of the suffering that our founding fathers went through to secure our freedom. Yep. Somebody texts in, Bob LTS, you're all patriotism today. Did someone at the donut shop or drive-through serve you coffee from a member of the Greenwich Neighborhood Association? Well, those people are a disgraceful lot. Absolutely disgraceful. They should be ashamed of themselves. They really should. In fact, I think it's time. Bulldog? Biden banner disgrace. Day 199. A middle finger to all the veterans and everyone in Northeast Pennsylvania. And guess what, Green Ridge Neighborhood Association? Biden says he's from Baltimore. Did you hear anything about Scranton there? North Washington Avenue. Hometown hero banner placed by the Green Ridge Neighborhood Association. Well, maybe they didn't know that that was reserved for veterans, and Biden ducked service repeatedly. But they said, he's from Scranton. We're going to keep it up anyway. And these asses still have the banner up. But Joe Biden says, I'm from Baltimore. Take the banner down. He's not even from Scranton. In his own words, you fools. Biden banner disgrace, stolen valor, day 199. Waylon Jennings, America, 1984. As usual, Murph knocks it out of the park when we say, look, we want some great music. And these are things I never heard. Hadn't heard Chuck Berry or Waylon Jennings. And great to start with Ray Charles' America the Beautiful. I think we have to finish with it as well. Great stuff. Anyway, Bob Cordaro back with you on the program. Hey, there's a pickleball and tennis deal. And it's for veterans. And it's free. And we got Brooke Wilkins on the line to talk about it. Great stuff. How are you? Brooke,
doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Tell me. Tell us all about this event. It sounds great.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on, and thank you for all you do for veterans, and thank you to the veterans. Myself, I am Brooke Wilkins. I'm a volunteer with the United States Tennis Association, and we have partnered with Friends of Naog Park and board members in particular. Ellen Strascoulage has been a key leader in this initiative. Sam Kuchwara, John Basiliga is also a board member. We are running a free tennis and pickleball clinic for veterans on Saturday, July 11th from 9:30 a.m. to noon. And this will offer instruction in both adaptive tennis on the pickleball courts, pickleball, which we know is a growing sport. There's courts everywhere. And we're going to do it specifically for veterans. It's completely free. We will have everything they need, the equipment. We'll have refreshments. And we are so excited to welcome veterans to the park.
All right, so it's July 11th on the Saturday. What time does it start?
9:30 a.m.
Okay. Is there registration? Is there anything they have to do, or can they show up?
Yeah, it would be great if they could register in advance. So very simple phone call, text message to me. That number is 570-983-6107. Spots are filling up quickly. We will accommodate whoever would like to come, but it will be great to have a head count before. So it would be great to get a sign up in advance.
983-6107. So tell us now, this is such a great idea, and you're right. Activity is important for our veterans, and a lot of them are getting older. It's another great place to hang around together with their fellow veterans. This is good stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the USTA has been really forward-thinking with veteran well-being and physical activity, and people think often that they age out of tennis or they can't run around a tennis court, so they've taken the initiative to think about ways to adapt tennis to a smaller court so that if veterans have played tennis or if they've been interested in tennis but have concerns about mobility or any of the physical strain of the sport, it's adapted in that way. And then pickleball is just, you can start and be playing with your friends and family in about a half hour. So the goal of clinic is to give you the tools to be able to get out there on your own independently and join with a group of veterans or non-veterans. There's amazing clubs and associations around for pickleball, for tennis, that once the event is over, we'll give resources and information about those other opportunities to play. But it's just a great social game. It can be as intense as you want. I mean, there's some pickleball players that that will run me off the court. So I tend to not disparage the pickleball community. They're amazing. So we're just so excited to bring these sports to a group of individuals who are more than deserving of enjoying outdoors time and just sharing in the joy that I and the others get from tennis and pickleball.
Brooke Wilkins is with us. She's a USTA tennis professional, which means she's good. And she's telling us about Saturday, July 11th at Naog Park at the pickleball and tennis courts, a free event for veterans. You could register through her at 983-6107. You could text her or call, and you'll sign them up, and they'll go. And Friends of Naog Park running this show. This is really neat, and it's a way also to introduce the pickleball courts.
Yes, 100%. And I would just say we would love to have, if veterans have friends or family that want to come down, the clinics are going to be specifically for veterans. So we'll prioritize their time on the court. There are 8 pickleball courts, which allows for 32 people to play at a time. And if we go over that, we'll take turns. But if friends and family come down, we have a half hour that 11:30 to 12 is going to be open play, so they can jump on with their vets. They can watch. They can cheerlead. We're really looking to make it a community event to celebrate our veterans and also share with them these great sports.
And only a week after the 4th of July for our veterans. That's great stuff. Well, Ellen, make sure you call in again. I don't care how many times, anytime you can. You call in, we'll remind everybody about this event.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. We're here to see. I'm out at my in music, waiting for the big boys. So going to do another patriotic,
good for
task for the area right now.
Good for you. Thank you so much. Saturday, July 11th, Naog Park, 9:30. Free pickleball for the vets, and it's going to be fun. And it is. It's a great event. Thank you.
Come try it. No pressure.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Isn't that great? That's great. I want her to call in 10 times to talk about this. It's important stuff and a great gathering place for our vets. A great gathering place. We'll take a break. Bob Cordaro, WILK. My Bicardo Jewelers Watch. Bulldog, you want to wait till the top of the hour there? I guess we have to. Well, just while I have the moment, I want to remind you, Bicardo Jewelers still making it happen. Raymond Weil, Breitling, Oris, Longines, Michelle, Shinoa, Luminox, Swiss Army, Seiko, Ball Watches, Tory Burch, Victorinox, Bulova, G-Shock, and my Bicardo's wash says $9.55 on the nose. That was special request from one of our great listeners, and I said we'll make sure we get it in. Murph got it in. Loretta Lynn, God bless America again. Bob Cordaro back with you on the program. After the news, we got Kirk Camoni here. We got a guy from Rock 107 who wants to stay anonymous, and I don't know why. I'm a Rock 107 fan, but we'll let him do what he wants to do. But Kirk Camoni's here to talk about the Scrantastic Spectacular taking place on Friday. I'm excited to be there. I know it's going to be baking hot, but come on, we'll make it through. I said we have all these weather warnings and everything. Come on, we know it's hot. We know, okay. Take care of your older people, take care of your pets, all that kind of stuff. But we love hot weather. At least I do. All right, it's 10 o'clock on my Bacardo Jewelers watch, 10 and change to be exact. So we'll take a break for the news. After the news, we'll be back with Kirk Camoni to talk about this great, and it's going to be amazing, 4th of July celebration on the 3rd. We'll be back.
second great song you're playing while we're in here. It's the second great song you're playing while I'm in here. The Loretta Lynn and all this.
We're on. Great. Good morning, everyone. My Picardo Jewelers watch tells me it's 10:09 a.m. on this beautiful but sweltering Wednesday, July 1st, year of our Lord 2026, here in the great Northeast, and I think elsewhere as well. This is the Bob Cordaro Show. I am he, and it's a big day to fight for America, defend our values, and honor, with the help of our man John Basiliga and his great Basiliga Hospitality Group, the brave who have made us and kept us free. Like the veterans we've lost this year but celebrate today, thanks to John. Like John O'Boyle of Avoca, Richie Jubei of Hazleton, Robert Mitchell of Dallas, Ernest Ball of Dallas, and John Bozung, late of Colorado, but he was from Bloomsburg. The United States of America. So with history, our amazing founding fathers, and the incomparable Constitution of the United States of America as our guides, let us continue today's battle, gaveling back to order this meeting of the Club for Common Sense, today's meeting, promising that our deep and unalterable commitment to common sense will provide a sanctuary of sanity to all of you who hearken here. So there's amazing things happening in downtown Scranton, throughout Northeast Pennsylvania, of course, but downtown Scranton. And from the Visitors Bureau, Lackawanna County Visitors Bureau, we've got my man Kurt Camoni, and there's a lot going on. I was talking about Scrantastic on the 3rd, where I'm going to make sure I'm there, but it goes far beyond that. Kurt, first of all, welcome to the Bob Cordaro Show.
Bob, thanks for having me, and it's great to see you.
Talk to me. What is happening? This is
so you're not wrong. We have a lineup that's so busy that we could talk well beyond one show. So
we'll see. If the listeners will tell me we've had enough of Kurt, and then we'll go until.
Well, if they're anything like my wife, that'll be a minute and a half in. We'll be. But the Scrantastic Spectacular starts it all on the 3rd, celebrating America 250. What better way to do it than with the Philharmonic, an amazing fireworks show right on Courthouse Square. They're going to have a party and a half that families should come and enjoy. Protect yourself from the heat. Be aware of everything. But, man, that's going to be a great time on the 3rd. And that leads us right in. We'll be working overnight to get set up. 4th of July kicks off. It's the first edition of the PA World Cup Fan Zone in Scranton, celebrating the World Cup, America 250. We've got Cruel Summer, the Taylor Swift cover band, the Envo Kid Zone. Tons to do for the kids, Bob. We got inflatables, a giant soccer simulator. We're rolling turf right out in the street to do skills and drills with local soccer clubs leading the way with the kids. It's going to be phenomenal. Giant stage, giant screen to watch the match. Screens on all corners. We'll have a Spanish language broadcast screen. And then what I'm looking forward to most, the Michelob Ultra Beer Garden right on North Washington Avenue. Get yourself a beer right in front of a federal courthouse. You're welcome, Scranton.
Wow.
I mean, what better way to celebrate America 250 than downtown Scranton?
I needed a beer after I left the federal courthouse. That sounds perfect.
And then that rolls right into the 5th. We've got kind of an international flair with our entertainment that day, and the stars are aligning for us. So last night, Team Mexico made it in. They'll be playing on the 5th. We have Echo del Sur, the band, playing. It's going to be an awesome time. Tonight we'll find out if they're playing against England. We also have a British pop cover band called the Wankers. By the way, Bob, if you told me 20 years ago I'd be sitting with you and I'd say the Wankers on the radio, I would have bet everything that was never going to happen, but it did. And that's our opening weekend. We're so excited about it. It's going to be family friendly, family fun, but good for everybody. Come down and celebrate the World Cup in America 250.
I guess, look, if you want action, you want fun, you just want to watch something, never mind participate, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, they're going to be awesome all day. That's great.
Absolutely. And we're bringing the downtown businesses into this. So that whole footprint of Courthouse Square, and the map and all of the information, everything you need to know to participate or come enjoy it is on visitnepa.org, the Visitors Bureau website. But we're getting those downtown businesses out of their shops, out on the street in front of the people, pop-ups everywhere. It's just going to be an amazing time. Festival-like atmosphere to celebrate downtown Scranton, the World Cup, and America 250.
Oh, what a great combination. It really is. And by the way, it doesn't end this weekend. The 18th and the 19th of this month are big days as well.
18th and the 19th are going to be fantastic. So fingers crossed, if Team USA can somehow manage into one of those matches, it'll be crazy. But even without that, in the third place game on the 18th, the championship on the 19th, we're bringing in national headline acts. We have Hanson coming in on July 18th. They have a cult following. I cannot wait to see the crowd for that one.
Yeah.
And then on July 19th, we have Tonic. And again, they're opening the show for the World Cup matches. That stage will be there. Giant screens, same thing. All the activities for the kids. It's going to be an amazing July in downtown Scranton.
Oh, this is great stuff. Well, tell us, my gosh, the work to put this all together. By the way, we're talking with Kurt Camoni, Lackawanna County Visitors Bureau. The effort to put it together, you had to have a bunch of partners.
This started planning process at least, if not more than 6 months ago. So the opportunity was brought in. Commissioner Gahan called me up and said, hey, there's a possibility of something. Will you come to a meeting? I met. We went out to dinner. The commissioner, Mayor Cognetti, we partnered City of Scranton, Lackawanna County, the Visitors Bureau, and we've been moving forward ever since. A lot of planning, a lot of logistics. And the crux of this is Philadelphia 26, the nonprofit that is hosting Pennsylvania's World Cup matches down in Philadelphia, wanted to have a statewide celebration. So they partnered with Visit PA, the Pennsylvania Visitors Bureau, and they decided they're going to do 3 watch zones across Pennsylvania. So Scranton is a fan zone, so is Reading, so is Pittsburgh. All of this is being done through grants that the Visitors Bureau is receiving from Philadelphia Soccer 26. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. City is working hard on this. County is working very hard on this. We will absolutely, the Chief Carroll and the City of Scranton Police, the Sheriff's Department, the District Attorney, the State Police, they're going to make sure our people are very safe in downtown Scranton. Chief Judge and the fire folks, I could not thank them enough. But maintenance, city, DPW, county maintenance, everybody is coming together, working, pulling on the rope in the same direction. And then we brought in, and I'll be honest with you, we started cooking with gas once we brought in the Time Shamrock event planners. They are killing it. We're doing amazing things, getting the local businesses involved.
So he's here and he won't talk. We got the guys from Time Shamrock.
Listen, I'll call him out. Dave Meal has been working really, really hard on this. He's doing a great job. Terry Dietz, Hoover. These guys have been doing an amazing job coordinating what is just a huge, huge event with a lot of logistics and coordinating with Philadelphia 26. It's not a very simple event. I've run a lot of events. This one is a monster, but it's going to really come off well.
Dave,
and it's great for
come
the
on.
people.
Yeah, come on, talk to us.
I could be here all day if you want, Bob.
Well, no, you can't.
I don't know if Brian would like that either.
Talk to us about it. Your involvement has been substantial, and you need the publicity for this.
Yeah, it really is. It's going to be a great event. It's unique. I mean, we're working with the city, the county, and the Visitors Bureau, so trying to work with all 3 of those entities. The guys out of Philly have been great to work with. It's just a lot of moving parts. I mean, we got on board. I was explaining to people, the plane already took off, and we're trying to kind of fix it while it's in the air for the most part. Yeah. But I think we put together a pretty good event in a pretty short amount of time. The entertainment, I think, that we landed has been much bigger than expected. I never thought I'd see the buzz that we got for Hanson when we made that announcement. Yeah. We have people coming from Toronto, Canada, from Nova Scotia. I had a woman call me the other day asking if she can get in line at 4 a.m. for the Hanson show on July 18th. So it's not just soccer. Of course, it's for soccer fans, but it's for families, it's for young adults, it's for older adults, it's for everybody. So I think we have a good event, and it's going to be great for the whole entire community.
What I'm excited about, Kurt, is that it's almost a continuum. I think we found, I was saying this about when Big Boy came in, Steamtown's been here for decades, and it reached its culmination. It reached what we want it to be way back when it was here, way back when Jimmy McNulty brought it from Bellows Falls, Vermont. It reached its peak, and now this continues from that amazing event, which is also happening today as Big Boy leaves Steamtown and rolls right into this incredible weekend.
We have seen over the course, my time at the Visitors Bureau I'm here 9 years now. We have seen an amazing revitalization of Lackawanna County, of downtown Scranton. You mentioned Mr. Basiliga. He and gentlemen and ladies doing similar things with development. It's coming back, and if you're paying attention, you're seeing a lot of opportunities and then amazing events. Big Boy coming in brought folks from all over the place. These are tourism level events, so when people are coming in, they're filling our hotels. Economic impact is growing on all of these things. And then when you start looking at the World Cup, it was just a perfect storm because we fall into the footprint of the Philadelphia matches along with the matches at the Meadowlands as far as where hotels were going to be, where people are traveling to. Then to have the opportunity, thanks to Philadelphia Soccer and PA, Visit PA, to be one of these watch zones or fan zones, it's just an amazing opportunity for the quality of life event for the residents and people of the region, Northeast Pennsylvania. Great opportunity for economic impact for our local businesses, and then just a heck of a good time for anybody that can get there. Like Dave was saying, family friendly, great for the kids, on Vogue Kids Zone, lots of activities, but also great for adults. Hang out, watch the match, have some beers at the Michelob Ultra Beer Garden. What more could you ask for?
Kirk Camone's with us, Lackawanna County Visitors Bureau. Tell us, let's recap the events. We're starting, Big Boy's leaving today. So that's a great viewing opportunity for a lot of people. It's leaving Steamtown. Tomorrow, Scranton's Scrantastic Spectacular, Friday, Scrantastic Spectacular on Courthouse Square with the whole package, the Philharmonic and the amazing fireworks. And then you guys kick into gear on the weekend starting July 4th.
Right. We have two very exciting weekends, July 4th and 5th. On the 4th, we are starting at 11 a.m. with Cruel Summer, a Taylor Swift tribute band. On July 5th,
that would be cruel for me to have to be there. But
on July 5th, we have Echo del Sur and the Wankers. And then when you jump to the 18th and 19th, we've got Hanson and Tonic. And that's not even mentioning World Cup soccer and all of the other aspects, the games, the clinics for the kids. The one thing I will say is if you want to participate in those clinics, and we'll have it up on our website, again, visit nepa.org, there's going to be a waiver. Any kid that wants to participate in the clinic aspect is going to need that. So if you're going with your friends or a group and mom and dad aren't going to be with you, download that and bring one signed so that you can participate. I don't want to see any disappointed children.
Yeah. Well, great stuff. A lot of hard work. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Kurt. We're just excited about all this. Good stuff. Do not hesitate to check in. We're not on the air on the 3rd, but don't hesitate to check in regarding the events on the 18th and 19th again. Just call in.
I absolutely will. We'll give you a recap of the first weekend, and we'll promo what anything else we come up with for that second weekend. And I'm going to get you there singing Mbop right along with Hanson on the 18th. I can feel it.
I'm getting that good feeling too. I really am.
It's going to be a festival atmosphere, buddy.
Thank you so much for coming in, guys. We appreciate it. We appreciate all your hard work that went into this. This is really great for the area. Not only people coming in, it's great for the people from here to enjoy all this activity, all this fun, these crowds, all of that. Thank you.
Thank you for having us, and I have the best job in Northeast Pennsylvania. I get to tell everybody how amazing Lackawanna County, city of Scranton is. It's just, we have a lot to be excited about.
Super. All right, we're going to take a break. Bob Cordaro Show. We'll be back. I heard one of the most stirring renditions of this. They play it at West Virginia football games. And was down there with my friend, great friend, the late, great Glenn Gress. His son, Glenn Jr., was playing at the time for West Virginia. And we went to one of those games, and they play it, and the place goes wild. I mean, you have tears in your eyes. It's just great. But that's John Denver, Murph, sending that one in. Take Me Home Country Road from 1971. Good stuff. Hey, I'll talk about it in a minute, but great stuff happening all over. You've got so many people, and I criticize the politicians, and two in particular. But there's so many other people that are overcoming that stupidity and that nonsense and that incompetence. And guys like Kirk Kamoni and the business people and everybody that got behind this effort are making it happen despite, not because, despite these political people. And we laud them for it because it's always just a little bit extra effort, which it shouldn't be, but it is. That's fine. They're getting it done. And you think about it, you could go downtown in Scranton, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, all weekend. And it will be hopping like better than the old days. Better than the old days. Like when I was a kid. And we go downtown with my mother. It's amazing. Great stuff. Great stuff. 10:30 on the Bacardo Jewelers Watch. That means we've got to hear from our great sponsors. We're going to come back. We've got a Veterans Tribute. We've got the weather. We've got a little something that I've prepared for you. And then more on the Bob Cordaro Show. Our Veterans Tribute this hour and every hour, this day and every day. Brought to you by our man, John Basiliga. Well, it's Wednesday, and we're just a day away from the weekend, the amazing 250th anniversary weekend of this country. And no better places to celebrate. I know I will be. 3 great bar restaurants. The Old Brook Inn, 307 Springbrook Township. The Far Street Tavern on Far Street in the great Trips Park section of West Scranton. Downtown Elephant, we got that covered. The great Queen City Tavern. Fine dining, well, Atera will be in the center of the action all weekend. Atera 519 on Linden Street. Downtown Scranton, one of the greatest dining experiences you will ever have. And you got to check out the new menu, the new chef. You got to check it out. An amazing, affordable happy hour. Stegmeyer Mansion, an old world take on the same amazing dining experience. Downtown Wilkes-Barre, South Franklin Street. And guess what? Coming soon, Coney Island Lunch. I drove by the back of it yesterday. They're ready for action very soon. Coney Island Lunch and Reagan's Ice Cream Shop. I cannot wait till they're open. Oh, they're going to be fabulous. Both on Lackawanna Avenue in downtown Scranton. Ernest Ball. He was 81 when we lost him June 20th. He was from Dallas. He died peacefully, surrounded by his family at home. Born in Kingston, he was a dedicated personal trainer and consultant for many years. He believed that fitness was about more than just physical strength. It was about building confidence and resilience. Hundreds of his clients attributed their personal growth and health journeys to Ernie's unwavering encouragement, infectious energy, and belief in their potential. And Ernie did it when it was probably only he and Jack LaLanne. A proud veteran, Ernie honorably served in the U.S. Navy 1962 to 1968. During the Vietnam War, he was deployed aboard the USS Alcor. His dedication to his country was a defining chapter of his life, and he carried the Navy values of honor, courage, and commitment with him always. Ernie survived by his beloved partner of 28 years, Donna Pitts, his son and his wife, 2 sons and their wives, grandchildren, sisters, and other family. Ernest Ball. Carl Bozung. Mr. Bozung was from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Born in Rahway, New Jersey. He was an Army veteran who shared 70 years with his wife, Verna. He built a life rooted in faith and family. He shared a beautiful marriage with his wife, Shirley, and they recently celebrated that extraordinary milestone, 70 years of marriage on June 2nd. They spent 30 years in Bloomsburg before relocating to Florida and Colorado. He was a loving father, had 11 grandchildren, 14 great-grandchildren, many other family members. Carl earned a BS in mechanical engineering from Rutgers University, 27 years of service as a professional engineer for Merck & Company in Rahway, New Jersey, and Danville. Retired in 1993. He honorably served this country as an Army mechanic in Germany, 1953 to 1955. A man of deep and abiding faith, he served the Lord faithfully through his life. He'll be remembered for his warmth, his unwavering faith, and the love he shared so generously with family and friends. Carl Bozung, Jr. Our great veterans this hour, brought to you by our man, John Basiliga, and the great Basiliga Hospitality Group with the Coney Island Lunch and Reagan's Ice Cream coming soon. AccuWeather forecast. That's brought to you by the gang up at Montage Mountain Resort. I mean, if there's not a water park day, like there just isn't. You got to check it out. It's cool. It's cooling. It's cool as in neat. All of that stuff. It's perfect for this week. Today, very hot and humid. Thunderstorm in spots this afternoon. High of 93. Tonight, mainly clear, warm and humid, 72. Tomorrow, very hot and humid. There's something they call heat-baked sunshine. It'll be 99 degrees tomorrow, low of 73. Friday, partly sunny, hot and humid with a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high of 99, low of 71. Saturday, mostly cloudy and hot, gusty thunderstorm in the afternoon. Thunderstorms can bring flooding, downpours, hail, and damaging wind on the 4th of July. High 91, low 69. Sunday, times of clouds and sun with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm. Very warm and humid, but 87 degrees on Sunday, low 67. So it's going to be a little warm and spotty rain for our amazing events in downtown Scranton over the weekend, but it's still going to be great to go there. And as far as Water Park Day today, it's already 87 up at Montage Mountain. Time to get up there. Nice. Toby Keith. Murph tells us that's from 2011, Made in America. Bob Cordaro back with you on the program. Yeah, this is a great weekend. Downtown Scranton, Lackawanna County, all that. And it's something for the whole area to participate in. It really is. I wasn't into the soccer thing. I'm not into soccer. But I'm into the event. I'm into people that love it. You know, I said I learned how to enjoy a lot of things from watching other people enjoy them. Soccer will never be my thing. It just isn't. But for the World Cup and have all these amazing foreigners come into this country and remind us how great we are has been amazing. And thanks to Trump, because he had a big part in bringing it in. Let's go to Valerie from Scranton. Valerie, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. LTS back at you. What do you got for us?
Well, there's going to be some free concerts this weekend provided by the Ringgold Band, which has been around for 150 years.
Yes.
Not with the same musicians, of course, but they are all professional musicians directed by Ray Stedenfeld. He's the fifth conductor of the Ringgold Band.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to have a concert tonight at 6:30 in Carbondale at Triangle Park. And these are all big band concerts. They'll feature a lot of patriotic music, but also American composers like Gershwin and others.
Neat.
So it should be really, really good.
So tonight we're already in Carbondale. That's
okay.
Neat. Nice.
Well, Carbondale at Triangle Park at 6:30. 6:30, 7 o'clock it should start.
Okay.
And these are all free to the public. sponsored by the Lackawanna Arts Council, the Scranton Music Association, Carbondale Concert Committee, and many other individual donors. There's going to be a concert July 4th at 10:30 at NAOG, 10:30 in the morning at NAOG Park in front of the museum.
How great.
Who's
there? Who's there?
The Ringgold Band.
Oh, wow.
There's going to be the probably the Boy Scouts. The mayor is usually there to say a few words. There's usually a couple of speakers. They have a ceremony, a flag-raising ceremony, and it should be good. There's a concert before, and then maybe 20 minutes or so after the ceremonies.
So 10:30 in the morning, you could go have some music before the weather really heats up. That's great.
That's right, 10:30 in the morning on the 4th. That's on Saturday.
Nice.
Then on the 5th, we're going to be in Shadowbrook in Tunkhannock, 201 Resort Lane. On the 26th of this month, we're going to be in Dalton in Platt Park.
Wow, this is great putting all these things together. How neat is that?
This is all free concerts, free to the public, all very handicap accessible. They're usually outdoors. In fact, I think they're all outdoors this year.
Well, don't hesitate to remind us of that. Of these future concerts. We'll focus on Carbondale tonight, right? Is that what it is?
Right, and then the 4th, NAOG, and the 5th in Shadowbrook.
Neat. That's great stuff. Thank you for everybody who put this together. It's good stuff.
Yeah, there's about 26, 27 professional musicians that play in the band. So it's a full concert band.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Valerie. Thanks for letting us know, too. And, again, as these future concerts come up, don't hesitate to check in, all right?
Okay, I will. Thanks for putting it on the air for me. Thanks.
Thank you so much. All right, we got to take a break. Bob Cordaro, WILK. We'll be back. We're an American band. Indulge me. It's one of my favorite songs. Grand Funk, 1973. We're an American band. Bob Cordaro back with you on the eponymous program. Great stuff happening all weekend. You heard on a concert tonight up at Triangle Park up in Carbondale, which is a great little spot. Actually perfect for it. It's like going back to how we pictured like the country like 80, 100 years ago. That little Triangle Park and the concert they're having in Carbondale today. Fantastic. Let's go to Jim from Hazleton on the birthright ruling by the Supreme Court. How are you, Jim?
What's going on, my buddy?
Everything's good, my man.
Long time to talk.
I know. Good to have you back on.
I was up on vacation up in Boston witnessing firsthand about the traffic cones up there getting put on all the all the different things up there. It was pretty funny. They were everywhere.
The
it was
traffic
crazy.
cones? What?
Yeah, didn't you hear that in the news?
No, I missed
They
it.
were climbing on all the different monuments up in Boston. The Scottish guys or Irish, whatever. They were putting
so you got to be
cones.
with the Scots during all that. How great.
Yeah, well, I was there the week after that.
Okay.
They were already gone, but they had the leftovers from, because I guess people had to climb up there and get them down. They were climbing up on all the different statues and all the different things, and putting
great.
traffic cones up there. And
that's great.
Boston's there's a place, I forget the name of the cemetery, but there's a place, the cemetery up there where Sam Adams is. There's a bar across the street, so the tour there you can drink it.
You're skipping out on us there, Jim. You're skipping out on us pretty badly. But all right, so there's a bar. All I got out of it is a bar across the street from the Sam Adams Cemetery.
Right.
All right.
Very.
Yeah, it's not working out. The phone's not working out. Jim, you got to call us back. We can't do this. We're not hearing you. I don't know what happened. Where are you? Are you in a tunnel?
I'm up in Connecticut, just crossing to New York.
Oh, okay. Well,
84.
Anyway, you could we got a clear moment. Tell me what your thoughts are on the Supreme Court ruling regarding birthright citizenship. And we lost him. All right, you call us back. Call us back, my friend. But as long as the subject came up. I will tell you, if you look at the Supreme Court votes, and you have these three idiot, and I mean idiot, Democrat operatives on the Supreme Court. And I said this yesterday, if you're voting Amy Coney Barrett and John Roberts, if you're voting with them, you know by definition you are wrong. And there was plenty of contemporaneous information from the Grant administration, Ulysses S., that points out that foreign-born parents were intended to be excluded. Their children were intended to be excluded from automatic citizenship. And you've got to adopt, and I get the thought. Like, well, this is the job for the legislature, not us. And by the way, always remember, this is why the conservative justice appointments, and I don't think Roberts is one of them, but Coney Barrett is. Those appointments come with dilemmas because they believe strongly they are not legislators. But if I see Alito and Thomas on one side, then I know I'm not legislating. And the practical impact even beyond that. So, okay, I'm not legislating because Thomas would never go along with that, no matter the consequences. Alito would never go along with that, no matter the consequences. So, you've got this, those two as your guideposts on one side, on the side of right and intelligence and the Constitution. And then you've got these three idiots who are Democrat left-wing activists, not judges. And if you go with them instead of the other two, you are wrong. And the practical impact, never mind the constitutional point of it, it's not in the Constitution that you're entitled to citizenship by birth. It isn't. So if you go with the three clowns instead of Alito and Thomas, you know you're wrong. Let's go further. Think of the practical impact. There are at least 50 million illegals in this country. At least. There were 30 plus before Biden disgrace. They added almost or at least 20 during the Biden administration. So are all of their children going to be American citizens? They haven't been trained. Our education system, because of the Department of Education and the educational bureaucracies and unions, sucks. There's no civics. There's no training in what this country is. So if people with virtually no association with the country, and by the way, that doesn't even count the birth tourism industry. This decision was crazy. It was wrong. But now, voters, you know why it's important to get out and vote, because we've got to make it illegal. We've got to legislate against birthright citizenship. That's what the court is telling us. Elections have consequences, and conservatives and normal people have to vote Republican this fall, or you will get worse. You'll get the open border again. Believe me. By the way, somebody texts in, Big Boy just pulled out in West Side along the trail heading to Taylor. How cool. It's about 15 minutes ago, they told me. But thank you. Great stuff. Bob LTS, somebody texts in, presidents and elections do matter. Let's rewind back to boys and girls locker rooms, men and women's sports, Green New Deal, all of that. Yep. We're not going to forget. Somebody else, God bless America forever. LTS, hi, Bob. Country Road's one of my favorites. Thanks, and also you're a great voice for the nation area. Much high fives to you and your staff. Well, I'm the staff, and the rest are volunteers that help this program and help it happen. All right, I'm way past. 11:02 is the time. So that's on my Picardo's watch. That means I got to make way for the news. Let's do the news. We'll come back. It's the Bob Cordaro Show. You know it, baby. Great good morning, everyone. My Ricardo Jewelers watch tells me it's 11:10 a.m. on this beautiful but steamy Wednesday, 1st of July, year of our Lord 2026 here in the great Northeast. This is the Bob Cordaro Show. I am he, and it's a big day to fight for America, defend our values, and honor, with the help of our man John Basiliga and his great Basiliga hospitality group, the brave who have made us and kept us free. People like veterans we've lost this year, but salute today, thanks to John, like Ernest Ball, Dallas, Richie Jubei, Hazleton, John O'Boyle, Avoca, John Bozung, Leda, Colorado, but he was from Bloomsburg, and Robert Mitchell, Dallas. So with history, our amazing founding fathers, and the incomparable Constitution of the United States of America as our guides, let us continue today's battle. Gaveling back to order, this meeting of the Club for Common Sense, promising you that our deep and unalterable commitment to common sense will provide a sanctuary of sanity for all of you who hearken here. Somebody texted in. Well, not somebody. Derek texted in. He said, "Good morning, Bob." This is about 12 minutes ago, so it may have come by. Waiting for the big boy to leave, Mountaintop will be able to feel the vibration and listen to the blasting of the wonderful horns. Derek, I hope you heard them. Let us text back and let us know that. Somebody texts in, we need the evangelicals and the NRA votes. Yeah. And they've got to do it. They have to do it. Someone texts in, "Good morning, Bob. LTS, working next door to you in the CP Park." This is that great distribution center right near our studios. On the week of the 4th, on the 250th anniversary. Geisinger took down the USA flag and still has the pride flag flying. What? I have no problem with the pride flag below it. Whatever. They took the American flag down at Geisinger. Come on. Hey, Geisinger, get the damn flag up. You get that damn flag up. Cut the bullspit. All right. Well, I got alerted to something that's happening or that may happen. We've got Kimberly Bird from Live Action. Now, Saturday is a defunding deadline for Planned Parenthood. If Congress doesn't act before the end of the week, Planned Parenthood will again be flush with taxpayers' dollars. And this is a disgraceful organization. By the way, it was started in disgrace by Margaret Sanger for a eugenics program to eliminate people she determined were undesirable. It has now, unfortunately, morphed into an abortion mill. That's all they are. It's a disgrace. And Kimberly Bird's with us right now. Kimberly, thanks for coming on the Bob Cordaro Show. How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Tell us what is happening and what maybe the listeners could do to help stop it. Is it in the wind? Is it over? Talk to me.
Well, the reality is, in just 2 days, our nation's largest abortion organization will once again regain taxpayer funding. And that's roughly $500 million annually in Medicaid funding and reimbursements. It's outrageous. Planned Parenthood, as you said, is a disgraceful organization, Bob. 434,000 abortions last year alone,
Dear God,
with $800 million in taxpayer funds. Many Americans think, they got defunded permanently last year, but they did not. Originally, it was passed, the big, beautiful bill, the House passed it to the Senate with a decade-long defund for Planned Parenthood. But when it all was said and done, it ended up just being for 1 year. So we've got 2 days to continue to flood Congress with the petitions to extend this defund and stop continuing to fund the death of American preborn children.
Now, I want people to do something now, but I'll ask you, in the next reconciliation bill, is there another opportunity to cut this funding off?
There's always an opportunity. Live Action and several other pro-life organizations throughout the country have created a coalition. They've been working for months with Speaker Johnson and individuals in Congress to try to find a way for this to continue to be extended. There's always a way. We just have to get those conversations had and ensure that Republicans are willing to stand up for what they promised to do, which was to defund Planned Parenthood.
I mean, $500 million to do abortions and sell fetal organs and all. It's sickening.
Well, one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that not only is Planned Parenthood the number one abortion provider in the country, but also they are now the leading provider of cross-sex hormones to minors. So we're talking puberty blockers and surgery referrals to trans our children. So this is not just about abortion. They are an evil organization. And for those that say, oh, they provide care, other cares and services, here's a number for you: 57 abortions for every one prenatal care service. So they are primarily there for abortion.
And in Pennsylvania, you got scum like Governor Shapiro continuing to fund Planned Parenthood, but cutting out places like the Providence Pregnancy Center who are helping people who are actually going to have children. That's insane.
Correct. Or just supporting women, children, and families. And we need to make America the greatest place in the world to build a family, start a family, grow a family. And instead of redirecting these funds to true healthcare services, the American people are funding abortion and cross-sex hormones for our children.
My God. Kimberly Bird is our guest from Live Action. She's telling us that if Congress does not act by Saturday, there will be renewed funding for this disgusting Planned Parenthood. What do you suggest people do, Kimberly Bird?
So if you go to liveaction.org, we have a petition that is popping up immediately. You can put in your zip code and your name, and it's going to go directly to your congressman or woman, your senator, your representatives, and letting them know that you don't want to see this happen. It has great language in there. Take a look at it. But then also pound the phones, reach out to them, call them, let them know.
Yeah.
The American people, whether you're pro-choice or pro-life, the American people do not want to fund this. Taxpayer dollars should not go to funding this organization.
Well, thank you for checking in with us. I'll ask you to check in again after, maybe sometime next week if you can, and just tell us what happened and what we could do next if this effort doesn't work.
Thank you so much, Bob. I would love that.
Thank you, Kimberly Bird. Live Action. Go to Live Action, right? Tell them how to do it.
Liveaction.org, and the petition to defund Planned Parenthood will pop up right on your screen.
All right. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for alerting us. To these kinds of things happen all the time, don't they, Kimberly? Like, government just doesn't stop. It just keeps growing. My God.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got to stay informed and hold them accountable.
All right. We play a song. I don't know if you heard it as we started the hour. The battle is over, but the war goes on, and Live Action epitomizes that. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll take a break. Bob Cordaro, WILK. Somebody texted in, but no, not somebody. The electrician texted in. He says, Bob, LTS, happened to catch the big boy going through Old Forge on a lucky stop to grab a hoagie. I was out of town when it was here. What an amazing American moment. What a great way to put it, too, electrician. Thank you for that. We'll take a break. We'll be back. It's the Bob Cordaro Show. Hey, just a moment. Murph reminds me, on the 4th of July, fireworks at Sherwood Park, Dunmore, sponsored by the Perry Academy, where my grandkids go. Leanne Perry, getting it done. 4th of July fireworks, Sherwood Park, Dunmore. Another great place and a great group of people running that whole action. Somebody said, I just went to liveaction.org, which I have not yet. No petition, just a spot to donate money. Thank you for going to there. Keep checking, I guess. We got to tell these congressmen. Go right to Bresnahan and Muser. Go to their offices. Get in touch with their offices and let them know. We have concerns about this. Yeah. No, it's, man, not good. By the way, Tom Petty, American Girl, 1976, Murph tells us. Another great choice by him. Let's go. We got Jim from Hazleton. Hopefully, Jim. Come on, we expect excellence out of you. So we expect an actual phone connection, you know.
Well, when you drive trucking all over the damn place, you never know what the connection's going to be like.
I know. I'm kidding. All right.
What I was
so
trying to say
give us your thoughts on that Supreme Court deal.
There's a bar across the street from the cemetery that Sam Adams is buried. You drink a Sam Adams, looking at Sam Adams buried in the cemetery. That's the point I was trying to make earlier. Now, back on my...
Well, that's a good point. That's an important point. I'm happy you said that again. That's an important thing to do. I like it.
That's what I was trying to get across. The tour guide was saying about that. I didn't get a chance to do that, but next time I go to Boston, I'm going to definitely do that. But my point is, back to the Supreme Court ruling. If the Democrats that don't believe in teaching history or believe in history don't understand what the original people that drafted that amendment to the Constitution meant, the 14th Amendment, Native Americans who were born here thousands of years before us, they took a law after they passed the 14th Amendment to give them citizenship at birth. So if you don't think it was intended not to be for this kind of garbage that's going on today, that you come over, prop a baby and go, and then it's a U.S. citizen, then I don't understand. I really don't know what the Supreme Court was thinking about in this whole thing, because I don't understand. Just align the subject to the jurisdiction thereof. I don't understand how they don't understand that. These are highly educated lawyers and judges that should understand what them text means in the Constitution.
Yeah. And again, all you have to do is look to your right and say, all right, what does Justice Thomas and what does Justice Alito think? And that's who I'm going with. I'm not going with the Three Stooges, the left-wing activist stooges. I'm not. And if you're voting with them, you're doing something wrong, period.
Well, those three women are women that voted against. They went against the boys in women's sports.
Yep.
And these are women that voted against
They're
it.
insane people.
They're
literal insane people.
They can't even determine what a woman is. So how do you expect them to determine anything else? I mean, I don't understand it.
No, I mean, nuts.
And a real quick comment on what we talked about the last time about the Memorandum of Understanding. I was cautiously optimistic. I'm glad we got it done. But people need to look at Iran like a teenager. Every now and then, the teenager is going to try to push authority, and you're going to have to give them a little smack on the butt to get them back in line. So I think Iran was testing the U.S. with launching that drone at the ships and trying a thing. And when they bombed them 2 days in a row, I think Iran woke up and was like, yeah, I don't think we want to play that game anymore. So hopefully they get along. Hopefully gas prices are going down. Everything's going good. So hopefully, you'll get your birthday present in November. And I think all these progressives the socialists that are going in these congressional races, I think in the long run that's going to help us, not hurt us.
All right. No, I mean, look, we got the most out of it that we could get. And I will tell you, if I'm Iran, we're going to find out, but if I'm Iran, if I could figure out how to survive the naval blockade until November, I would be doing whatever I could to keep gas prices high in the United States. Have a blowout by the Democrats because our voters are stupid. We know that. And then because I think Trump is going to hammer them really hard after the midterms.
Oh, yeah. What I would do if I was Donald Trump, the next time that Iran gets out of line, and if we know where that IRGC commander is, I would just kill him.
Well, I'd be telling. That's the other thing I'd be telling Israel.
Bomb on his head.
Israel has the intelligence, the human intelligence on the ground in Iran that we do not have, and I would be saying to them, mow down the next generation now. That's what I'd be saying. Yep.
Because they're not playing well. They're not taking it seriously.
Yep.
So you need to just take them out and try again.
Amen.
Thank you, Jim. If at first you don't succeed, you try again. Yeah. So if you don't like this bunch, you just take them out.
And I tell people, I don't take killing other people casually. These are evil, disgusting, dangerous people that need to be killed. There's no other choice. They've given us no other choice. Thank you, Jim. Always a pleasure. 11:30, I'm at Ricardo's Watch. That means we need to hear from our great sponsors. We have to come back. We've got a Veterans Tribute. We've got the weather. And we've got more calls we want to get to. It's the Bob Cordaro Show. Our Veterans Tribute this hour, as with every hour, and by the way, that was a Vietnam vet. Brought to you by our man John Basiliga and his amazing Basiliga Hospitality Group. 3 great bar restaurants that this is the weekend for them. Great food, great fun, great service, great people. The Old Brook Inn on 307 Springbrook Township. The Far Street Tavern on Far Street in the Trips Park section of West Scranton. The Queen City Tavern, downtown Oliphant. Fine dining, well, it'll be right in the middle of the action all weekend. A Terra 519 on Linden Street in Scranton. Downtown Wilkes-Barre, an old world take on the same amazing experience, the Stegmeyer Mansion. And coming soon on Lackawanna Avenue, it's going to be great, the Coney Island Lunch and Reagan's Ice Cream Shop. It's going to be an amazing combination. Can't wait. Robert Mitchell, he was just 65. He was from Dallas. We lost him June 21st. Born in Kingston, he attended Dallas High School and Wilkes-Barre Votech. Right out of high school, Bob joined the Marine Corps for 4 years. When returning home, he worked for Royer Foundry, Linweld, Hadsel Excavating, R.N. Fitch, Baines, Falzones, H&K Group, and Cleveland Brothers Caterpillar Equipment. Bob helped his brother-in-law with Pigmeister Catering after being forced to retire following a heart attack. In 2021, he helped his friends Jim and Arlene on their farm. Bob loved riding his motorcycle, an animal lover. He loved meeting new people and talking to complete strangers. He'd have a yard sale twice a year and just loved interacting with the people that came. A great storyteller. He did the best Donald Duck impression. He loved hunting. Coming in at the end of the day, telling all about what he saw and sometimes what he missed. He enjoyed making things with his hand. Beautiful wishing wells, birdhouses, wheelbarrows. Family members were glad and proud to be able to get a piece of his handiwork. He even helped Pigmeister build roasters. He would drop whatever he was doing to help someone. Survived by the love of his life, Peggy Cobley Mitchell. They've been married for 39 years. Would have been married this August. Sisters, brothers, nieces, and nephews. Robert Mitchell. Our great veteran this hour. This tribute brought to you by John Basiliga and the great Basiliga Hospitality Group. AccuWeather forecast today, very hot and humid. Thunderstorm in spots this afternoon. 93 degrees. All of this brought to you, by the way, by our friends at Montage Mountain, the water park. It's perfect. It's perfect for the weather. Tonight, mainly clear, warm and humid. 72 degrees. Tomorrow, very hot and humid with heat-baked sunshine, they say. Whatever that means, it sounds hot. 99 should be the temperature, low of 73. Friday, partly sunny, hot and humid with a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 99, low 71. But that will not deter me from going to Courthouse Square in Scranton. Saturday, when even more things are happening downtown, mostly cloudy and hot, gusty thunderstorm in the afternoon, and high 91, low 69. Sunday, times of clouds and sun, couple of showers, thunderstorm, very warm and humid. 87 is the high, low is 67. Man, this is just water park weather. 90 degrees right now on Montage Mountain at the water park. Love it. By the way, we play clips like that just so you know the intentions of the Islamists who are among us in this country. Just so you know, and vote. Okay? Please. Our number 9 song, Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama, 1974, Murph tells us. By the way, Babylon B. Supreme Court rules any baby born at Olive Garden is an Italian citizen. Yeah, that's about the level of the idiocy of yesterday's 5-4 ruling. Disgraceful. And speaking of that is our man Max from Dixon City. Hey, Max, how are you?
Disappointed again. You know, the TPS situation with Amy Coney Barrett and Roberts. Now, Coney Barrett has adopted 2 Haitian children, and Roberts had adopted 2 foreign children as well. So you have an ethics thing going on there. They didn't do the best for the nation as a whole. They did the best for their feelings.
Yeah.
And that's
I did not know that.
The Democrat Party.
We pointed out yesterday, it has been widely reported, I'm not verifying the accuracy personally, that both of them received gifts from the Soros Foundation, whether that's for speaking fees or otherwise. And you combine those 2 facts, that tells you they're voting out of personal interest instead of for the country.
That's without a doubt. And this obsession with Haiti, okay? Let's do something that the schools don't do in America, and that's talk about history. Haiti, they killed off all the French colonials. They slaughtered them like sheep in Haiti, and it's been a crap hole ever since. Dominican Republic, if you've ever been there, I have, and I've talked to the people there. They built a wall to separate their country from theirs, and it's literally next door.
It's what I was going to. It's part. That's right. Half of this island is Haiti. The other half is the Dominican Republic, which, at least in terms of vacation spots, is a wonder. It's a wonderland, and they hate the Haitians and do not let them in their country on their half of the island at pain of death. And it's all my Dominican friends in prison told me that. They're like, no, they are scum. Reason. We don't want them. And this allowing Haitians into this country without any education. I mean, there should be intense education before you let somebody from what Trump called S-hole countries come in here.
Exactly. And I mean, not to keep harping, but since nobody understands the education aspect of what Haiti is, they are ostracized, okay, in their own island for a reason. Nothing grows there on their side. They have no infrastructure. They have all the money in the world from the Clinton Foundation and still doesn't put a dent in the problem. Yet we're supposed to take these people in and expect them to bow down to our laws? Are you kidding me? They don't understand our laws. It's impossible. So that brings us to the point where we're at here. And in France, I don't know if you know this, in France, a 17-year-old child named Louis lived in a group home. He reported being attacked by a migrant to the police. A couple days later, 5 Somalians ganged up on him, waited for him to cross a path, jumped him, beat him on camera, on video. They videotaped the beating. They beat him so savagely, 5-on-1, they killed him. His name is Louis, and they're 5 Somalians, and one was Palestinian, I think, maybe. But it's all everywhere, and the French are revolting now. We're having revolutions now in England, Ireland, and France. Mm-hmm. Well, finally, the French people are standing up for themselves. A long time coming, but we're looking at revolutions in Europe, and if this Communist Party, that is the Democrat Party now, they're pushing out the moderate Democrats. They're all communists.
There are no moderate Democrats. People say that, and it's like, no. Like, think of this a-hole who just lost to a communist in New York City. I mean, he was scum. Goldman. Scum, liar, piece of spit. And good for him. But you're right. There's a total communist takeover, but no one could explain to me the difference between Hakeem Jeffries and members of the squad. They're identical.
Absolutely.
One
and in
lies,
Colorado,
the other tells a little bit more about what their actual agenda is. That's the only difference.
In Colorado, the same thing. They have a communist that just got elected in there, and people are voting for them. They don't understand what communism really is. They don't understand how devastating it is. It's worse. The most murders in history have taken place under
Only
communism.
100 million have died because of communism. No, not a big deal. Yeah.
Everyone wants to talk about what happened in Germany, but it's 100 times worse what happened in the Soviet Union, in China, and all these communist revolutions.
Yep.
And the very people that are in the front line supporting it are the first ones to get executed. And here we are in America, we're facing this head on, and people aren't voting. People are sitting at home, disgruntled, letting their country get overtaken. Now we're going to have to go to war. Them too. And if they're not going to lift a finger and do something, then it's on them too. But
well, Max, we have to let people know. Yeah, it might be the lesser of two evils, but it's the lesser of two evils. And you better get out and get it done. Thank you, Max. We got to go, my man. Let's take a break. Bob Cordaro, WILK. We will return. Love it. Hey, speaking of Teddy Roosevelt, they're opening the Teddy Roosevelt Presidential Museum out in the Badlands. Trump's going out there today. Well, my favorite. Johnny Cash, Murph tells us, Song of the Patriot, 1981. And we played it to begin the show. I said, we got to play it to end. Ray Charles, America the Beautiful. And I can't talk over it, so I got to get done what I got to get done, like, now. Because it's 11:55 on my Ricardo Jewelers watch. Somebody mentioning this, and it's something I've been talking about as a possibility. Although there would have been some leaks on this, so maybe it isn't. President Trump would start bombing already, but we're short of ammunition because of Ukraine and Gaza and must replenish. So your analogy may be right, bombing Iran back to the Stone Age after the midterms because we have to replenish ammunition. It may have been a reason for the pause. I know that our sophisticated weaponry, which we needed in the beginning of the conflict because they did have air defense systems in Iran. I know that that is depleted. The concept was that we would use so-called dumb bombs, a lot of which, by the way, we produce here, because we could fly in unmolested because all of their radar systems have been and air defense systems have been crushed. We're going to see. I think Trump is saying, I got to bide my time. The American people will not stand for inflation and high gas prices, even in a great cause. And so we'll see. I think Iran is afraid to misbehave, but they want to very badly to get Democrats elected in the fall. We'll see. Yeah, well, a lot of emails I'm just not going to be able to get to because we got to listen to Ray. Guys, great to be with you. We've got JFK with reading the Declaration of Independence, and I want to remind you again, that's what we're celebrating. It's the 250th anniversary on Saturday of the Declaration of Independence, which created our country. We need to remember the Constitution followed thereafter, but was an equally and in some ways more important document foundationally for this great country. And it launched this great country and made it what it is. Allowed American people to make it what it is. So we're finishing. Sue Henry show next. Rob O'Donnell show after that. Great to be with you. You know it. God willing, I'll be with you tomorrow morning. Thanks to our veterans, brought to you by our man John Basiliga. And reminder, this Coney Island lunch is going to be awesome. Reagan's ice cream is going to be awesome. Robert Mitchell, Dallas. Ernest Ball, Dallas. John O'Boyle, Avoca. Richie Jubei, Hazleton. And Carl Bozung, Leda, Colorado, but he lived 30 years in our own Bloomsburg. Finish it up for us, Ray. Headed into an amazing weekend. A weekend not just to have fun, but to contemplate the greatness of the most amazing country ever. Have a great afternoon. We are adjourning today's meeting of the Club for Common Sense, and we hope to pick it up tomorrow.